Okay, we're going to talk about OpenClaw Codex App Server, which is a way to integrate your OpenClaw with Codex for coding. You can also use ACP. You can also use Coding Agent. Right here, we have just installed the plugin. You can see that when I previously sent a message, it didn't know what I was talking about because the command was not registered. Let's go ahead and restart our gateway. And it is coming back up. And now if we type /cis a few times, we have to wait for the new commands to be registered. Go off and come back. Okay, there we go. We've got the commands. So let's just run a quick status and we should see that that's actually bound because we bound this before. So let's unbind this with detach. And then let's also run cast status again. Okay, now we're not bound. Now let's do cast resume. And by default, it's going to show you your most recent sessions. The U is the update duration, how long ago you last updated that session. C is when it was created. It's got the project name in parentheses. If you want to, you can click next, next, previous. You can say, let's browse projects. Right now it's going to show me my projects that I have, the individual sessions within there. I can cancel that. I can also run cast resume -- projects. We'll do -- sync as well, which is going to sync the name of the channel to match the name of the thread that we've restored. So in this case, we're actually going to use the same one. It's going to update the name. It's going to tell us that in a second here. And it also pins a message to tell us what thread we're in. Then it prints a little bit of context of what we were last asking about. Okay, so we've got that context. Now, let's say that we wanted to do a plan. Actually, let's start with just a simple, who are you? So this is a bound channel, and it is going to send any freeform text to Codex, just as if you were sitting in that session in Codex Desktop. So we should get back that it's Codex. If we say, what is the CWD, the current working directory, it should come back with the project directory on disk. Okay, now we can say something like run npm view OpenClaw Codex App Server, and don't forget to ask to exit the network sandbox. I just tell it that because if I don't, it's going to try and fail to access npm.js a few times. But if I give it that clue, it will ask me more quickly. So I say, all right, approve once. And now it should run the command. And we can see it's typing, and we got our answer back. Okay, so that's great. Now we can also run, let's say, Codex plan or cast plan. And we're going to give it a plan, so we're not going to do the autocomplete. We're going to say, this is just for fun. Make me a whimsical plan about breakfast. Ask me if I like cereal or bagels, and whether I like, or what kind milk on cereal, and oh my god, I can't type, and what kind of spread on bagels. Then give me a 4,000 plus character, oh my gosh, write up on breakfast. We're testing what happens when a plan overflows the limit of a Telegram response. Okay, so this is going to be essentially the same plan mode that you get when you're running Codex locally. It's going to take it a little bit of time to compose the questions, and here we go. Bagels, both. You know what? Both? Okay, so now you see it's gone on to question 2 of 3. Actually, maybe I only like cereal, so I've gone back. So here's cereal, oat milk, almond milk, whole milk. I'm going to go with whole milk. Wait a minute. Yeah, definitely whole milk. Yeah, cream cheese is fine. Okay. So it's asked me the 3 questions, just like it would if I was at Codex Desktop or CLI. Okay, so there is a preview of the plan. It truncates it so that it doesn't overflow the message. If you download it, then you can view it in Telegram on your iPhone or on desktop. So here's the wonderful plan that it wrote us. Great. And then it asks if we want to implement the breakfast plan. Just like in desktop, you need to exit plan mode. So we're going to go ahead and do that, exit plan mode. If we do cast status, we should see we are not in plan mode anymore. Correct. Great. So it says, here's what I'm going to do with the breakfast plan. Great. You can do cast review. There's a little bug in the in the Telegram desktop app where as soon as you type the underscore, the autocompletes go away. That bug doesn't happen in web and it doesn't happen in the iOS app. And I have a patch out there, a pull request out to Telegram for Mac that fixes that bug, but it hasn't been resolved yet. Some of the things we can do other than a review, which would take a while, is we can do a rename. So let's do a rename. And we're going to tell it we want to sync, as in we want to rename this topic in this Telegram supergroup. So let's say, sure, let's do OCAS Project Manager. In fact, that's not really what we meant to do. We meant to actually rename the thread. So let's say OCAS Project Manager. And there we go. It renamed the thread, and now we're all synced up here. And as you can see, we have this pinned message that tells us what is bound. So we've got the thread ID that you would use in Codex. We've got the path, and we've got this reminder. And then you might be thinking, that could get messy, right? Well, when you detach, the pin's gone. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else we want to do? Let's just resume again. And without any parameters, it's going to give us our project we were last in. We're going to allow it. Great. It's going to give us that context. So what are we going to have? Some of the plan, I think. Yeah. Going to have the plan, implement the plan was the last message, and then the last reply was about the plan. Let's see, is there anything else? You can get a list of your MCPs. You can get a list of your skills. And I think this one's kind of messy, so bear with me. I will be improving this one. But now we're going to show the Discord integration. At the moment, the commands didn't register. Discord has a limit on how many commands you can register a day, and I have exceeded that. So I'm going to just run the commands knowing what they are. Cast resume, and just hit enter. And we get our same browser. We can hit next. We can hit previous. Let's go ahead and just resume the same OCAS project manager. It's going to ask us for approval. So we approve. Great. We've got our pinned message. If we go to our pins, we see it there. Wonderful. Now let's just do the typical who are you? If this does not get routed to Codex, it will say I'm Claw or I'm Power Driver and I have a sole MD file and et cetera, et cetera. But when it gets routed to Codex, you get a message saying I'm Codex. You can do what is the CWD again, and it should tell us the working directory. And then we can do the same approval workflow, run npm view OpenClaw Codex App Server, and make sure to exit the sandbox. Okay, I approve. And then we should get our command. Now we're just about done here. So what do you use this for? I use it to keep track of projects I'm working on when I have stepped out of the house or away from my keyboard. I'll check in, I'll resume a thread, I'll move it along to the next step, and just jot ideas down, turn them into plans while I'm on the go. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's the same as if you're sitting at your desk in your Codex. Now, the only trick is that when you get back to Codex, it's not going to have your updated messages here. You see, they're not there. That's not a issue with our app. That's an issue with Codex. So you have to launch Codex again, and then we should be able to see our messages, right? Those are the commands we ran. What is the CWD? So you're in the same threads in Codex CLI, in Codex Desktop, as you would be in OpenClaw. That's it. Please give it a try. Good night.